The best protection isn't just about blocking viruses anymore. A genuinely good antivirus shouldn't slow down your PC or bombard you with annoying upsell pop-ups. I've spent the last few months running the top 3 antiviruses on my devices, which should, in theory, meet these requirements. So here is the 2026 best antivirus comparison: Bitdefender versus Norton versus ESET I'll 32. Now, the most important thing for antivirus software is still obviously the ability to efficiently catch malware. And let's be real, these 3 antivirus picks are famous for this exact reason. If you look at the most recent independent lab testing results, it's maximum scores across the board, both for the known and completely new malware. In the latest AV test evaluation, only ESET lost half a point, but that was in terms of speed, not protection. When it comes to AV comparative evaluations, these guys are a lot stricter about antivirus software testing, but that didn't stop ESET, Bitdefender, and Norton from earning multiple awards in real-world tests. But let's actually look at how their malware detection works. For starters, each antivirus maintains a database of threats, viruses, trojans, and other nasty stuff. So if there's a match in your system, it is immediately quarantined or deleted. But this is the old legacy way of doing things that won't stop new, aka zero-day malware. And if you can't believe it, statistically about 3 new threats appear every single second. Bitdefender and Norton handle this pretty similarly. Both of them monitor program behavior in real time, 24/7. So let's say a new file you downloaded is trying to silently access files that it probably shouldn't. The antivirus software will notice that behavior immediately, block it, whether it's a known threat or not. And they also shield common software vulnerabilities from being hijacked, and have firewalls that monitor network traffic. Now, ESET security is a little different in this case. When it encounters an unknown file, its lifeguard technology doesn't even let it run. Instead, it uploads the file to a cloud sandbox where it analyzes it using AI and machine learning. And it gets the green light only if it's confirmed to be safe. Of course, ESET also offers real-time protection through LiveSense, which monitors system activity and this way can catch even fileless malware. But what about ransomware? It's one of the nastiest malware types that steals and encrypts your files, then demands payout. Bitdefender backs up your important files in advance, so even if ransomware manages to slip through, which is extremely unlikely, Bitdefender automatically rolls everything back to the way it was. Norton does the same thing with secure cloud backup, but again, the chances of malware actually getting past all these layers of protection, it's not something I've heard of. Meanwhile, ESET has 2 main features to battle ransomware. Ransomware Shield blocks the attack, but if somehow something gets through, ransomware remediation automatically restores your files using backups. This used to be a corporate-only feature, so it's really nice to finally see it in regular plans. If this isn't your first time on this channel, you might know that I like to run my own malware tests here. So, I have gathered 100 malicious files, both known and some not yet very well documented threats. And then I ran a full scan with each antivirus, with real-time protection turned on. Looking purely at malware detection, Bitdefender was the standout option in my testing, catching the most malware. ESET came second, with Norton really close behind. All 3 proved to be well above average, especially compared with the pretty disappointing Windows Defender results. So if you're looking for solid malware protection, all 3 best antivirus options will provide it. Just keep in mind that you don't need to pay a ton just to keep your device safe. You can use discount codes to get a lower price. And if you want to check out the current best deals, take a look at the links I've left in the description for you. But let's look back at the testing results for a bit. The antiviruses have pretty different impacts on your system, with Bitdefender taking up the most system resources during the scan. Now, you likely won't be throwing it 100 malware files at once. And the scans are not that long unless you have a bazillion files on your PC. All 3 providers in this antivirus comparison also have special modes to reduce background activity. They help redirect system resources based on what you're doing and prevent interruptions like upgrade notifications. ESET is a bit different. Once again, it only has gamer mode, but you can create custom rules to fine-tune exactly what runs in the background. So it's generally a little bit more flexible, but you really need to know what you're doing here, as ESET's features can be a bit of a maze for newbies. Speaking of features, let's look at the bonus stuff that you can find with these apps. For example, all providers offer a range of privacy tools, from webcam protection to prevent unauthorized access to safe banking and anti-theft measures. But to me, the biggest value additions are VPNs for online privacy and password managers to safely store login data. Bitdefender offers solid solutions when it comes to both. However, their VPN has a 200 megabyte limit with the lower plans, which can get used up in a matter of minutes, so it's more like a VPN trial in my opinion. Norton has an unlimited VPN with most plans and an integrated password manager. Both of these tools work really well, so Norton is my favorite security bundle out of the three. As for ESET, their VPN is limited to higher tier plans, but it covers all the essentials from no logs policy to strong encryption and the necessary tools for both privacy and stuff like streaming. While ESET still offers a password manager, it's actually in plans to be discontinued, so you're better off with a separate one from the start. Personally, I use NordPass, but there are plenty of solid choices out there. Now, you probably noticed that the apps are pretty different, but they're all packed with tools, so let's talk a bit about what it's like to actually use them. If you're wondering about installation, it's very simple, and similar across all antivirus providers. Just follow the instructions and grant a few permissions for the antivirus to do its job. Once you're inside the app, Bitdefender is definitely the easiest to get used to. It's very neat and well thought out, so even total beginners shouldn't be getting lost in there. Norton has more configurations that you can dive into, but you also get solid protection right from the get-go, so you don't need to adjust stuff if you don't want to. ESET is for sure the most complicated. You can get lost in its settings and features, but that's why it's often dubbed as a security powerhouse. On the plus side, it has an amazing database that explains each feature in detail. Also, ESET is actually going to be the quietest antivirus overall. It keeps up a truly professional feel with minimum notifications and no upsells. Norton and Bitdefender are a bit more naughty. They can push more notifications and upsells if you have a lower tiered plan, but there are options in the settings to quiet them down. Alright, so I have mentioned a few times that these antiviruses have different tier plans. If you go through the links in the description, you'll be able to see the best antivirus deals no matter which provider you pick. And here you'll also see the different plans. So if you choose to grab the Bitdefender coupon code, you can use it on 3 plan options. The most basic plan only protects one device though, and lacks advanced features like the firewall or webcam protection. The premium security plan is their entire cybersecurity bundle, including an unlimited VPN and password manager. That one's pretty pricey and can be a bit of overkill if you already have one of these tools, which is why Bitdefender Total Security is the most popular subscription, with protection for 3 devices, all the necessary features, and a really affordable price point. Norton offers a bit more flexibility in plans. It includes all of the antivirus features in every single plan, so you can get strong protection even if you choose the low tier subscription. And you can pick a higher tier plan based on device protection count, cloud backup space, and bonus features like parental controls. ESET is the most flexible of the 3, as you can adjust the device count as well as the length of the antivirus subscription. All of the plans include all of the essentials, but you can choose to upgrade for extra features like their unlimited VPN or identity protection. And while ESET looks to be the most expensive option, it actually stands out by not having big renewal price increases. This way, it will actually be the most affordable option long term. I know that there is a lot of info to digest in this best antivirus comparison, and overall you can't really make a bad choice here, but there are some clear differences to help you pick the best antivirus for your needs. You should choose Bitdefender if you want to base your decision on the highest malware detection score or the easiest to use app. What is Norton Antivirus good for? It offers a great total package by adding a strong VPN, cloud backup, and secure password manager to its plans. And choose ESET if you are a power user. It offers the most granular controls with minimal impact on the system. So I hope this helps you pick the best antivirus for your particular needs. Don't forget, you can save money on each antivirus through the links below. And have a good one.